Sinners did his thing at the Oscars tonight, and it was amazing to see. And it feels like not that long ago when Variety dropped that article that focused on the negativity and not the success of Sinners and what Ryan Coogler and company achieved, right? And tonight at the Oscars, we saw some amazing things. Yes, one battle after another definitely did his thing, and PTA finally got his just due after 14 nominations and losing all 14 or 13. Forgot how many there were. Um, but Sinners and Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan and Autumn, they held it down. Ludwig Göransson, they held it down. The the Oscars being 98 years old and only having two African Americans win Best Original Screenplay, the first one being Jordan Peele and the second one being Ryan Coogler, is insane. The Oscars finally, in the year 2026, having a woman win Best Cinematography is insane. And it's important. And people are going to say, why are you so mad that one battle after another, one Best Picture, PTA deserves it? I get it. I truly do. I have no hatred against PTA, man. I just don't. But you have to understand, man. The stats I just told you about is the reason why black people support other black people in the entertainment industry when it comes to sitting down, purchasing tickets, sitting down and watching their movies. Because we do not get opportunities like we did tonight very often. It wasn't that long ago when the protest of Oscars too white happened, right? And all of that entails. It's one of those things where you look at it and realize no black person in the 98 history of the Oscars has ever won more than two Oscars. Not Denzel, not Spike Lee, not Halle Berry, not Samuel L. Jackson, not Sidney Poitier, none of them. None of them. And that's what we're talking about. And I'm not saying this to say we just deserve it for the sake of being black or whatever you want to spin this as. I'm saying this as everyone, most people walking on planet Earth would put Denzel Washington as one of, if not the greatest actor of all time. They would put him in that category. That's the category Denzel Washington's in, and he has not won more than two Oscars. Spike Lee is one of the most decorated filmmakers of all time. One of the best filmmakers of all time. By decorated, I mean he's just one of the best at his craft of all time. And he has not won more than two Oscars. In the 98-year history, it's hard to believe, but that's the fact. So when we as a community, as a culture, see something like this, when we see people who look like us on screen having a blast doing genres that we don't usually get to be involved in, we're going to cheer. We're going to ride hard for it because we know what it means when Michael B. Jordan goes up on stage to accept his Oscar. We know what it means to see Ludwig or to see Autumn go up there. We know what it means to see Ryan Coogler go up there. Because it means that it's possible for people that look like us to go up there one day too. It means it's possible to have a black film and for that black film to be profitable, because that's always the argument. It's not profitable enough. Black people don't show up enough for their own. This is too black. It won't sell to white and other communities and other won't be able to get their money. That's why we can't do your black film, because it's too black. It won't appease to other races and other people. And so when we do get wins like tonight, and that's when we do get these nominations, it's important that these nominations turn into wins, and not for the sake of just for history and for black people, but for the sake of this is a good body of work. This thing deserves to win because it has the merit, because it's an amazing piece of art that did all that checked all the check marks. That was actually well received. Okay? That's what we're talking about. So when we ride for these movies really hard, that's why. That's where this passion and emotion from us come from. Because it is, you have to defy the odds. You have to defy so many odds besides the struggle of how you grew up and all that. You have to go through so much BS to finally make it to the echelon of your craft. And then you have to go through even more politicking and BS to win it. And so when you do, it just feels good. 98 years and only two people who look like me to win it for best original screenplay. Two. Out of the 98 times the ceremony has happened, only twice. And that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. If you think out of the 98 year history, there's only two deserving African Americans to win this award, you're lying to yourself. And those are some of the things I'm talking about. So when we do win, when we do have opportunities, we want to win. And when we do win, it feels great. And we're going to celebrate it. We're going to love it. And we're going to share it like it's our win too, because that means there is a door for people like us to get there and have a good time and make films and express ourselves through the art. And there's room for us at the table too. And that's what gets lost in conversations like this. And so I'm happy for One Battle After Another. I'm happy for Weapons. I'm happy for so many Hamnet and so many other amazing films. Because like I said many times, 2025 was one of the best years for film in the theaters, at least in terms of getting me to the theaters. So many people wanted to actually go to the theaters again in the last 10 to 12 years. And we have movies like Sinners, like One Battle After Another, like Hamnet, like Weapons, like Superman to thank for it. F1 especially as well. And man, it just feels freaking good, man, to see Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan go up there and accept their awards. See Autumn go up there and go. When the three of them talk about how they approach Sinners from each of their different tasks and job in making that movie, and seeing the detail and the foresight and the creativity that flows through their soul when they're talking about it, lets me know this was a film that was just built different and was amazing. And that is the kind of stuff I'm talking about, dude. It's so cool to see Ryan Coogler from Fruitvale Station to Sinners finally get his just due. And I hope Chadwick Boseman is looking down on them and is smiling, because he's a part of this evolutionary process as well. Delroy Lindo, man, I'm one of, I guess I'm one of the few people who much preferred his role in Da 5 Bloods as supporting than this one. I thought the work if you haven't seen Da 5 Bloods, it's a Spike Lee directed film that's on Netflix. It had gotten really mixed reviews. A lot of my friends did not like the film. I thought it's in my top 10 films of all time, Da 5 Bloods. It's that good to me. And Delroy Lindo is a huge part of why that's so good. It's a stacked cast of black actors, but Delroy Lindo, man, what he did in Da 5 Bloods to me was some of the best acting he's done in his career. I truly do mean that, man. And again, I love what he did in Sinners, and I do think he was very deserving of that Oscar. To be honest, and I'm not going to go as far as some of the hatred people have for Sean Penn. Sean Penn's performance in One Battle After Another, I thought was very well done. I thought it was deserving to win the Oscar as well. I just don't think it was better than Delroy Lindo's, but that's what film is. That's what art is. It's all subjective. what I say or what I think is not facts. What someone else says or thinks about performance is not facts. It's just, hey, what spoke to you more? What struck a chord in you? What made you think? What made you feel more? To me, it was Delroy Lindo's, for obvious reasons. So besides the fact that I was just like Delroy Lindo, but yeah, it was a great night, great ceremony. I don't like how they played people off. I think they did people really dirty about how they played some people off, but it was still really cool to see, so many things happen. Not gonna lie, I knew K-pop Demon Hunter was gonna come out on top for the things that it did. I'm really surprised and really disappointed that Demon Slayer and Slash or Chainsaw Man, Reze Art did not get its love. I thought those were two of the best animated projects I've seen in the last like 5 years or so. I think since Demon Slayer's last movie, I truly mean this. I think anime is going to always get the slap at the Oscars. I don't think it's going to be taken seriously at the Oscars and for the foreseeable future. But man, when I tell you that Japan has been dominating the animated movie game, especially last year, the anime movies that came out last year were phenomenal. Phenomenal. So we'll see. We'll see. But one battle after another. Congrats for Best Picture. Adapted screenplay as well, I think. Best casting. My issue with best casting, what is the criteria? What are they looking for? Because funny enough, I would have given best casting to Marty Supreme or Sinners. And it depends, right? It really depends. Is best casting, because it just got introduced, is best casting, hey, you were able to assemble the most A-listers humanly possible, and you had a little bit some people who were kind of unknown, but mostly you were able to assemble the most stars in your film and execute it well. Cool. Then one bow after another, I can see that. Boom, you got the award. But the best casting award is, hey, you're able to do all of this and compete with all these heavy hitters like Sinners, one bow after another, Hamnet, all these other stuff, with the cast that you had, where some of them weren't even SAG actors or aren't even known for acting. Or you can go to that would be Marty Supreme. Or you can go to the Sinner side, where if you're gonna have Chase from one bow to another, Sinners has Miles Canton. Miles, this is your first ever film, and you did such a great job in it. You did such a great job in it. Your music, your voice, everything, you put so much into this film, dude. You're one of the greatest in this film, which is why I'm also thinking that One About Another, I think, had 2 supporting actor nods. I'm still confused as to why Sinners didn't give Delroy Lindo and Miles Canton both supporting actor nods. I think they were both very deserving. Miles Canton did a phenomenal job. Some people would say he did the best job in the film. I still think Michael B. Jordan is not even close, but that does not diminish the light that everybody had in that film, specifically talking about Miles Canton. And I just don't get it, because you're like, hey, if that's the case, then Sinners should have also been either won or been in there. So I'm very confused what the criteria is. I hope they finalize that, and so they know what they're looking for. Because again, I don't mind whoever won per se, but I'm just saying, like, each one of them could be technically considered the best casted movie. It just depends on what the criteria is for that best casted movie. And I just feel like it's too vague and way too open to interpretation. And so I think it has to be defined way better, and let's get that ball rolling. Because I think if you're going best casting, you can't lose best picture the way it's framed now. So I think you got to frame it however you're going to frame it, and let's roll with that, right? So we'll see. Overall, great night. I mean, again, best lead actors in a movie, best actor. That's African Americans. I think I can count them on one hand, maybe 2 hands technically now. Maybe we'll see. Sydney, Denzel, Forrest Whitaker, Will Smith, And that's just men, like also count women. Halle Berry. That's five. That's one hand. You have Michael B. Jordan. I could be missing someone. Sydney, Halle, Denzel, Forrest Whitaker, Will Smith, Michael B. Jordan. I think it's only six so far. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's only six. So out of the 98-year history, only six best actors are black. Think about that. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Let me know your favorite moment from the Oscars. Let me know what you think. I'm still surprised by the in memoriam. Like, I'm still surprised they left out two noble actors that died. And they also left out, I forgot the dude's name, but he was heavily, and I mean heavily integral into IMAX becoming IMAX. And he got no love. And that doesn't make any sense. And I hope that filmmakers or actors, someone at least comes out and be like, hey, that's kind of fucked because we love IMAX. We use it a lot. And he had no love. That's why it's important to teach and learn history. See you on the next one. Peace.